Yeah, I'm a little frustrated about this back thing. I really haven't had an issue with my back in quite a while, which is pretty surprising. So I think steps on this walk are going to be a little more chill. I am slightly ahead on steps too, so we might still even get 20K. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the I trying to go from this back to this, and we only got a few weeks left. So subscribe to follow along and comment if you think I can or can't. Okay. If you watched last night's video or yesterday's video, I went to bed pretty late, and it is currently 5:30, so I slept in a little bit. But I'm really trying to get back on the regular lifting in the morning grind. So I'm gonna go hit some legs anyways. A very short leg day, or not really a leg day, just squats. But it is already 5:30, so I gotta get going to make sure I have enough time to get there, do some squats, and get back. So I'm gonna go, and when we come back, we're gonna do a WAN and physique check and see how we're looking on Friday morning. I am not in the bathroom about to weigh myself. I am at the bus stop just outside the gym because I started to squat just 135, and that same twinge in my back from yesterday was twinging today, and yeah, really bad with just 135. So that's super lame, but whatever, we've got our steps in at least. So I'm going back home, unfortunately, and then we'll do a weigh-in. See you there. Calibrating. I'm gonna assume it's a little bit up, but whoa. That's more than I was expecting. So yeah, it looks like we are in fact up a little bit. Kind of to be expected. I made a prediction yesterday that was gonna, or last night that was gonna happen. Because really the last couple of days I just have not been drinking enough water, and I made a point to finish off my big jug right before bed, which I did do, actually, which is good because I feel pretty good right now. Yeah, so the weigh-ins, the lighter weigh-ins may have been a little bit of a facade just due to dehydration, which, if you were on a weight loss, hey, some more visualage coming in. I shaved last night, get some better visuals, and look at that, they're coming in. That's pretty cool. What was I just saying? Yeah, if you're on a diet, on a cut, and your weight is fluctuating a lot, I would try to keep in mind, if you're getting demotivated, hydration, because 1 or 2 days of just not drinking enough water and your weight will drop. Will drop. Which actually shouldn't be a demotivator. Well, so what'll happen is your weight will drop, and then hopefully you'll rehydrate well, and then your weight will go back up again, and that might be a little bit of a demotivator. And honestly, for me, it is sometimes because I don't think about it all the time. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not losing body fat, especially if you're being pretty strict with your diet. It just means that the weight's going up and down, and that will probably happen during the entirety of your diet until you get to whatever body weight you're trying to get to. So, I guess we'll show the legs. I didn't actually really do any squats because my back is screwed up. And now that I think about it, honestly, I mean, the legs aren't really making any progress, but whatever. But honestly, or what I realized is, it's probably from playing basketball, because I haven't played fucking basketball in literally years, I think. And then we played pretty hard on Saturday, and I definitely didn't stretch, or at least enough. Oh. And I probably just pulled something. What's weird though is I don't notice it at all throughout the day. It's not like a consistent issue. It was just doing rows, which that kind of makes sense, and then squats, which I guess just from like bracing kind of makes sense. I don't know. It was 135, so even that's kind of surprising to me. So, but anyways, yeah. So that's cool. We were up. We went. What is cool though is we went up in weight. We're still under 200, so that's a good sign. And I think while we were maybe a little bit low for being dehydration, I think this weigh-in was a little bit up just because we drank so much water so late. So we'll probably even out by tomorrow, which you won't see that weigh-in. But I'm going to assume tomorrow is going to be like 189, or did I say under 200? I meant under 190 before. We'll either be at like 189 even, or probably potentially like 185, because obviously today we're going to lose more, and then tomorrow, whatever. So things are looking good. It's Friday. It's the last day of the week. I have 3 walks today, and kind of a hectic schedule because 2 people are out, and I got to get cupcakes for 2 of my coworkers' birthdays. It's going to be a long, short day, but I'm ready for it. It's going to be great. And, yeah. Anyways, see you at walk 1. Walk number 1 has begun. Yeah, I'm a little frustrated about this back thing. I really haven't had an issue with my back in quite a while, which is pretty surprising. And it's not the usual, like, spine pain. It's just definitely like a little muscle tweak from, I think, playing basketball is my best guess. But in this weekend, I'm just going to really focus on, like, stretching and more stretching. Hopefully reduce the pain so Monday I can squat. Because how many squat days have I missed so far? 3 in a row? No. 2 in a row, though. 2 squat days in a row I've missed, and the last squat day barely got 315 for 2. So we're definitely starting to lose some squat strength just from sheer inconsistency. So Monday I would like to squat. I'm not going to squat this weekend, but Monday I would like to. So stretching, fucking hydration. I don't know what else goes into making. I don't really get into the whole recovery aspect of lifting, which is starting to bite me in the ass. So maybe I should start. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. My back feels fine walking. So, and that's the most important part of all this. But yeah, kind of lame, huh? Whatever though. We got up early. We got some steps in. We have the momentum sort of going. So next week will be even better. But yeah, anyways, that's all for this one. I'll see you at walk 2. So we finished walk number 2 a little bit ago. My brain is tired. It was a training day for the newbie, and I was the trainer. And it's the first time I've done like a real training day. We did one earlier, but it was more of a ride along. It was less information specific, and I had a very information specific day, and my brain is tired. But it's done, and we still actually got some pretty good steps. The new guy is down to get steps in, so I'm probably going to be doing more walks with him because I can do a walk with a partner and still get 5K steps. I am really tired though now, and it's pretty hot, and I have my Frenchie who doesn't handle the heat, so I think steps on this walk are going to be a little more chill. I am slightly ahead on steps too, so we might still even get 20K with just 4 walks. Maybe even a little more because I get off early and I might go to the park after work, so we're making it happen, Captain. But I'm on break now, and I will soon be heading out, and we'll get to walking our 3rd and final walk. Walk number 3 is underway, and so originally, like right after walk 2, I was thinking I'll just do a short version of the loop, which is like half the distance. But then I was thinking like, I should probably just do the full loop because it's the most steps. There's a lot of incline, which I didn't want to do at all, but it'd be better.
I decided kind of in the middle. There's like a side version of the loop where there isn't the incline and it's about 2/3 of the distance. And so it's still more steps than what I was originally going to do, just not quite the full loop, and I really didn't want to do the full loop, so I'm meeting in the middle. But aside from that, I'm pretty tired. I actually ended up falling asleep and taking a little nap on my break for about 10 minutes, which is really nice. And I might even take another nap when I get home, to be honest, because it's nice and warm, and there might be some sun coming down from our skylight in our living room, so I might take a little nap. Other than that, we're almost done with the day. I'm feeling good. I'm honestly not that hungry, which is really nice. And for only having 3 walks, we're probably still going to get like 20K for the day. So, great way to end the work week. So, anyways, about to come up to some fucking construction or something, so I'll see you at the salad.
172 grams of lettuce, cilantro and a bunch of it, and some lime. 509 grams of chicken. One more piece of chicken. It is no longer Friday for me. It's actually Sunday. I forgot to record the wrap-up for Friday. So we're going to do that now. Steps for the day, boom, 21,000. Pretty solid. Just under 21,000, but we'll call it 21K. That's actually pretty good for not having 4 walks. Normally, we get around 20K on Fridays, sometimes less. And on top of that, walk number 2 being a training walk with the new person, got significantly less steps in. So, to still have been able to hit 21K, I'm satisfied with that. The gym steps helped. We didn't actually work out because of my back, and it is now 2 days later, and my lower back is still pretty sore. It's not the same spot, and it could be because on Saturday, which is tomorrow for you, but yesterday for me, and has already happened, we did go downtown and did some dancing and stuff, so that could be it. But yeah, definitely sore and all that, so hoping that tomorrow is different. I've done a decent amount of stretching this weekend. I'm going to do some more before I go to bed, but I really don't want to deal with a little back thing as I'm getting back in the groove of lifting. But for calories and protein for the day, boom. Actually a really good day. I will say, tomorrow for you, yesterday for me, Saturday, we did obviously go downtown and have some drinks, some mixed drinks, so like a lot of sugar and stuff. And then at this last bar that we went to, they provide pretzels, just the bagged pretzel sticks. So I did have a bunch of those, and I'm kind of glad that I did, because some carbs right before bed has definitely helped me recover. But it just means that Saturday's calories are going to be higher than I wanted them to be. So I'm interested to see what tomorrow's weigh is going to be. I'm hoping still to be like 189. 190 would be like, if I'm above 190, I'm going to be pissed, basically. So 189.5 would be my like stoked to start the week at that weight. But we'll just see. So anyways, kind of rambling, kind of off my rocker with this forgetting to record thing. So I'm just going to go read, go to bed, see you tomorrow. So love yourselves, love each other, be kind, spread love, and read a book, because it's good for you. All right, see ya.